Our focus in 2021 was largely on the coronavirus, and despite the availability of vaccines, 2021 was actually a deadlier year for Americans than 2020. GMA 3 sat down with Dr. Jennifer Ashton to talk about our year in health from COVID and beyond.
All right, hey there. Good morning, Lindsay. Wishing you, everybody, Happy New Year. Dr. Ashton here with me. Look, we've been talking pandemic, and a lot of people hoping we're coming out of the pandemic. You spent some time with the CDC director recently. So the question is, what is 2022 supposed to look like?
We're still really seeing what a lot of people would call in the thick of it in terms of cases. And I think that as we look into the next year, we really have to accept the fact that this pandemic is not a straight line up or down. There's no magic finish line or light switch here. It's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be a moving target. It's going to continue to evolve. And we need to remain adaptable and flexible to incorporate every new twist and turn and then respond accordingly.
And what a horrible toll it has taken on us, of course, with the deaths, hospitalizations. We talk about the physical impacts, but the mental health impacts are just profound.
And as we said from the very beginning, we remember back psychiatrists, psychologists, social workers, mental health professionals from the get-go. They were calling this the second pandemic, the pandemic of mental illness. We've seen skyrocketing cases of anxiety, depression, PTSD, emergency room visits across all ages, but particularly amongst teenagers, people of color, teenage girls. Subgroups hit harder than others. Everyone has been affected by this pandemic in some way or another, mentally, psychologically. The bottom line is you are not alone. There is always help. Ask for help. And remember that while this seems like it's endless, it will not be this way forever.
But this pandemic has also included a pandemic of misinformation. You all have been on this from the very beginning. You've been fighting this, but how do you continue to wage that war?
Yeah, the World Health Organization literally calling that out, and as had the Surgeon General and a multitude of credentialed and credible public health experts here. This is not a time where we can afford to get communication wrong. People's lives are at stake. Their health is at stake. So again, just because everyone has a screen and a device, or most people can get some kind of information within seconds, doesn't always mean that is credible information. So again, get it from the best sources: World Health Organization, CDC, FDA, credentialed people. And lastly, if you hear someone sharing information that is not correct, it's not necessarily their fault. So let's kind of get out of the shame and blame lane.
Well, speaking of lanes, you have several lanes. You wear several hats. We talked about you're an OBGYN, you are a nutritionist. Well, I'm going to ask you to put on your weather hat. No,
that's Ginger
right?
and Rob.
But to this point, though, when it comes to what we've been seeing in climate change, pollution, yes, and weather, all these effects, what kind of impact is that going to have on health as well?
Well, you know, when we did our network-wide initiative and feature covering the effects of climate change, the effects on our health are well known, and they are not potential or, you know, possible or theoretical, occurring at some point in time, possibly down the road. They are affecting our health today. When you talk about clean drinking water, clean air, and the effects of weather change causing natural disasters like droughts and major heat waves, in addition to other weather events that we see all the time, those are direct consequences, and we're already suffering the effects. So it's something that we need to connect the dots on now, and awareness and observation is always the first step in medicine and science.
All right, 2022.
Here we go.
Oh, my goodness. That sounded like a buckle up. All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you so much. Once again, everybody, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To everybody. And you can, of course, see me, Dr. Ashton, and Amy Robach on GMA 3, what you need to know in the afternoons, right? Monday through Friday. That's when we're on,
That's right?
That's right. All right, Stephanie, we'll see you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.